In May 1969, as the Apollo 10 spacecraft slipped behind the far side of the moon, the crew's connection to Earth was completely severed. In that total isolation, the astronauts reported hearing an eerie whistling sound echoing through their headsets, a noise they nicknamed outer space music. Other anomalies have since been added to the record, including sudden, unexplained flashes of bright light on the surface. Probes have also struggled here. India's Chandrayaan-2 mission famously lost contact and crashed while attempting a precision landing at the moon's south pole. Despite a modern NASA budget of roughly $25 billion a year, humans haven't set foot on the moon since 1972. This 50-year absence has fueled decades of speculation that astronauts discovered something underground and were warned never to return. To understand why rumors focus on the far side, we must look at the physics of tidal locking. Because the moon's rotational speed perfectly matches its orbit around our planet, one entire hemisphere is always facing away from us, permanently hidden from view. This permanent physical isolation created a dark canvas, allowing decades of fear and speculation to take root. Those theories were amplified by geopolitical reality. During the space race, the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a fierce competition, where any discovery, terrestrial or otherwise, was treated as a critical military advantage. Because of this military tension, early lunar exploration was treated as classified intelligence. Raw data and photographs of the far side were tightly controlled, with certain images reportedly obscured or withheld from public release. Restricting information invited suspicion. Stories began circulating from whistleblowers claiming NASA was hiding intercepted radio signals and deliberately blurring images of structured anomalies near the lunar poles. The combination of the moon's hidden hemisphere and the strict military secrecy of the era turned the lunar surface into a blank slate for our deepest Cold War anxieties. Decades of analysis have provided a more grounded explanation for the Apollo 10 space music. The frequencies match the signature of radio interference, static created by the VHF units in the lunar module and command module as they communicated in orbit. NASA engineers identified this interference during the mission. However, because the transcripts and audio recordings were kept behind a wall of Cold War classification for years, the public was left to fill in the silence with more exotic theories. The mysterious surface flashes are also a matter of planetary physics. Earth is shielded by a thick atmosphere that safely incinerates most incoming space debris, but the moon has no such protection. Without an atmosphere to provide friction, even small asteroids slam into the lunar surface at speeds up to 60,000 miles per hour. That kinetic energy is instantly released as a powerful explosion of light, bright enough to be observed by telescopes on Earth. These audio and visual anomalies represent the unmitigated physics of an environment completely stripped of Earth's protective layers. That brings us to the alleged underground base at the South Pole Aitken Basin. To investigate this, we have to look at the interior gravity mapping provided by NASA's 2011 GRAIL mission. This gravity map shows a massive, highly concentrated region of extreme density resting deep underneath the crater floor, an anomaly that covers thousands of square miles. The chemical signatures reveal this is a titanic deposit of iron. Around 4 billion years ago, a massive metallic asteroid collided with the moon, and its dense core lodged itself within the lunar mantle. This iron core, estimated at trillions of kilograms, created a significant gravitational imbalance. To stabilize its rotation with all that extra weight, the entire moon had to physically tilt, shifting its axis by several degrees to find a new balance point. The alien vase is the geological footprint of a collision so massive it repositioned the entire planet's center of gravity. The factual record of the moon's formation proves more compelling than the myths we projected onto it. Because the moon lacks weather or tectonic activity, the far side serves as a 4-billion-year-old museum. It documents the violent history of the early solar system in perfect, pristine detail. Cold War paranoia, fueled by a total lack of public data, turned a geological event into a global conspiracy. When we clear away the secrecy and look at the raw science, we find a world shaped by axis-shifting asteroid index,
a reality that is far more awe-inspiring than the fiction.